So I just finished rewatching the pre-fight press conference for UFC 313. I wasn't able to go live for it. Unfortunately, I had a lot of other things to do, but still, I'm here and I want to go into a complete breakdown of the full press conference with you guys. Overall, where does it rank in terms of press conferences all time? Media, I'd say in the midway point, the medium point. It wasn't bad. It wasn't okay. It was good. It wasn't great or amazing. It was good. Still a bit of language barriers, between Poatan and Magomed. But for what it was worth, it's still a big fight. There's still bad blood there, and that bad blood was able to show, especially through two Russian reporters who asked Magomed Ankalaev some really personal questions about Poatan, some of them involving the tire shop that Alex Poatan Pereira used to work at, which is, I guess, supposed to be delivered in a more, like it's supposed to be demeaning towards Pereira, because tire shop. Pereira also had problems with alcohol while working at the tire shop, so it's a really personal, touchy topic. But they're doing that to try to get into Alex's head, and I think it kind of worked because after that, I think Alex did like scream Chama, and I feel like that kind of did show emotion. I know it may seem like I'm reading too much into it, but I'm really trying to view this shit clip by clip, and clip by clip, it kind of looked like it did work. Like getting into Pereira's head using that type of talk did work. Now, will it work to Magomed Ankalaev's advantage or not remains to be seen because, a really emotional Pereira could go out there and absolutely murk Magomed in like the first minute of the fight. Or it could end up playing to Magomed's advantage and Pereira will just be like not focused and Magomed will find some way to will himself to victory. Um, Again, it's a really tall task for Magomed Ankalaev. I don't think. I think it's a taller task for Magomed Ankalaev to win than it is for Pereira. Because Magomed, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that could go wrong with Magomed Ankalaev in this fight. Of course, this video is more so about the press conference, but I do want to just touch back on that fight one more time, or one of the two last times, because the last time I'll talk about this fight is when I do my complete breakdown on. Well, today's Friday, so my complete breakdown later today. But for now, yeah, I just feel like Magomed's either going to have to try to just get a hold of Pereira and wrestle him nonstop with immense pressure for 5 rounds, or he's just got to fucking bite on his mouthpiece and try to get past that guard to throw a really straight, powerful punch and hope it knocks Pereira out. But either way, the task is really tall, and it's tall because of the leg kicks, the super impressive, powerful leg kicks of Alex Poatan Pereira, some of the best we've ever seen in the fight game, and they're there. And above all other fighters that have a really hard time with leg kicks, Magomed Ankalaev is up there, man. He's probably above all, or arguably above all, because those leg kicks have a real potential to fuck his whole game plan up. And we've seen lesser skilled guys than Alex Poatan Pereira find really great success with the leg kicks against Magomed Ankalaev. One of them being Rakic. Rakic was able to land that leg kick all night. So if Rakic was, imagine what Pereira could do. That being said, me myself, I'm rooting for Magomed Ankalaev. I want to see a change at light heavyweight. I think Pereira still has options. Even if he loses to Magomed tomorrow, he's still able to go to heavyweight. He's still able to go to middleweight. He's even still able to hang around at light heavyweight and get a second chance at the title, because Magomed Ankalaev also said he's open to a rematch if he wins the fight. So, Alex Pereira has options. He's always had options. And I think all those options pretty much opened up ever since he beat Izzy a while back. But after that, he's become a star. He is unanimously the face of the UFC by now. He's got options. That being said, I want to see Ankalaev win. He's been waiting for this shot. I hope he doesn't squander it. It was still a bad decision to take this chance during Ramadan, and it's an even worse decision to seemingly want to strike with Pereira as well. If I'm going into a fight with Pereira, I'm going to take advantage of his weaknesses. While Pereira has been grappling nonstop, like every video I see of Pereira, I see him grappling on Instagram. While Pereira has been grappling nonstop, I don't think Pereira is still up to par with Magomed Ankalaev or other fighters who have started their career with ground game. They've done jiu-jitsu. They started the shit with jiu-jitsu. They started with wrestling. They've got these really strong ground game bases. I don't think Pereira has that. You know, the ground game base that Pereira has is pretty much grappling every day in his backyard with Glover. And I could be wrong about that. I could be wrong about that. Alex could prove me wrong. I just feel like, you know, with everything that has kind of led up to this moment, I don't know if Pereira is exactly on par with Magomed when it comes to ground game. So I think Magomed definitely will have to take advantage of that disparity in skill set on the ground. I think Magomed should definitely not look to strike with Pereira, but I'm sure he will, and that's why I'm still choosing Pereira to win. I think there is a strong chance that Magomed Ankalaev will try some stupid, arrogant shit and throw caution into the wind, and a vital area of his will be open for Pereira to throw something devastating. Remember that Pereira now has 3 really powerful weapons in his arsenal. Started out with the killer, powerful hooks, added the head kick against Yuri, and now he's got a really strong, powerful jab that he showcased against Khalil Roundtree. So Alex has a lot of weapons at his disposal, and I think there's a lot more things that can go wrong for Magomed than they can for Alex. You know, of course, again, there's that big hole in Alex's skill set, and it's the ground game. I'm not going to say it's like a huge hole, because again, Alex has been training a lot. But like I said, I think it just takes it takes a lot more training to get really, really, really comfortable if a fight goes to the ground. I think Ankalaev is much more comfortable with that, just based off of how much he's been grappling in his fight game career. And again, we all have to just remember that Pereira started out as a kickboxer. So, you know, but that being said, the press conference as a whole was pretty good, pretty entertaining. I don't want to overshadow the fact that Justin Gaethje and Fiziev are fighting as well. It's just I don't think a big spotlight was shown on it just because of how soon that fight was made. Again, Dan Hooker only recently pulled out because of his oven mitt of a hand. And now Fiziev is in his place, and that fight will still be great. I'm sure it'll still be a war. It just won't be as much of a war as Dan Hooker versus Justin Gaethje would have been. So it is a bummer that that fight isn't happening. Fiziev is finally getting a chance to come out of hiatus because apparently he's been looking for a fight for a long time, and the UFC just hasn't been giving one to him. So Fiziev finally has a big name fight. And even if Fiziev wins this fight, he's up there. He's like up there. He's automatically, you know, straight out of hiatus, right into the top guys at lightweight. So this is a big chance for Fiziev, and this is a huge chance for Justin Gaethje, because if Justin Gaethje wins this fight, Justin Gaethje more than likely gets a title shot against Islam Makhachev, especially because Islam Makhachev mentioned Justin Gaethje not too long ago, and about how he wants to fight fresher faces, and Justin Gaethje is a fresh face that Islam has not fought before. So why not give Justin Gaethje to Islam? That being said, Ilya also reportedly has some matchup that he's made, so that could be Islam Makhachev. I don't know yet. It's a whole separate thing for another video. But overall, this video is mainly about the press conference, which was not that bad. It wasn't that good either, just because of the whole, again, the translation stuff, the problems with translation. But overall, this main event is going to be great. A lot of variables still. Alex Poatan Pereira is one of the scariest motherfuckers to ever enter the UFC. But that being said, Magomed Ankalaev has been sure of himself since the beginning of the build-up to this fight. So I respect Magomed for that. I hope Magomed wins this fight. Magomed Ankalaev obviously is getting a lot of hate, and that's because of how huge Poatan's fan base is. And it would be absolutely hilarious to see a whole fan base just hushed like that. But I doubt that will happen. Like I said, I'm going with Alex Poatan Pereira to win this fight. I've gone against him for way too many fights now. So, I can't argue against what he is. He's a really great fighter. He's an all timer. He's the face of the UFC right now. And if he beats Magomedov, he's going to be number one pound for pound. Which, while he's already above UFC stardom, it'll still be a really nice pin or medal on his already glowing record, being the number one pound for pound UFC fighter currently. So, big opportunities for both men. I mainly look forward to the main event. Justin Gaethje versus Fiziev will be a nice little appetizer before that main event. Um, and Jalen Turner Bahamondes, which I didn't really talk about, is also a good fight, but I do feel like Bahamondes is going to fairly easily win, and that's just because of how distracted and borderline stupid Jalen Turner is. I respect him because he's a fighter and he's made his walk to the octagon. I respect that, but overall, he's made stupid decision after stupid decision in almost every fight he's fought. So, you know, I can't go against Bahamondes with this one. I think Bahamondes is going to take it. Jalen Turner's just going to do some low IQ shit at some point in that fight. So yeah, and then for the Justin Gaethje Fiziev fight, I obviously have Gaethje. I don't know why Fiziev is the favorite. I guess it's because, like Justin put it, he got knocked out against Max Holloway. So I guess everybody thinks Justin's brain dead now or some shit. I don't get it. Justin is still the strong, powerful brawler he's always been. He's going to get into a brawl with Fiziev. And Fiziev, who is going to have to shake off that cage rust pretty fast in that fight, is not going to have enough time to adjust before Justin Gaethje is able to knock him out. But overall, I'll go over all my picks with you guys later today as well. This is just my breakdown of the press conference of UFC 313 that happened yesterday. And I just didn't get to go live for it, so here we are breaking it down today. I got a couple more videos I'll be putting out as well. Make sure to like this video, comment, subscribe to my channel, and turn them damn notifications on because YouTube is fucking with my viewership tremendously so. So just make sure you turn your notifications on so you know when my next video is out for you guys. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you all in the next.